Good morning, trading world. It is June 8th, 2022, and this is my pre-market outlook and technical analysis for day trading the SPY. A lot of people are talking about a rally, but I have yet to see a rally. All we have done is test the lower range of the volatility box and come back to test the upper range of the volatility box. Until we break above 418 to 423 area, we are still in consolidation mode. Target again comes out with forward guidance letting you know the next earnings period will not be good. I don't know why people are waiting on the government and their chopped and skewed numbers, but companies like Microsoft, Tesla, Chase, Target, they have a big enough employee base where their data should speak volumes about the hurricane or storm, to paraphrase Jamie Dimon, on the horizon. Now back to technicals. I do see a pop coming, as I said last week. I pointed out the trend channel I am watching, and let me bring that up for you. And actually it is up. But this red line right here, actually all three, represent the trend channel. It's actually an Andrew's pitchfork that I drew a while back. And we're in the upper portion of the trend channel, the upper portion of that Andrew's pitchfork. And we're in the middle of that upper portion. So I do expect to pop up and test the upper edge of that trend channel. When that pop happens, I will evaluate things then, because we could continue the 429 or 430 area, or we could just roll over from that 418 to 425 area. However, if you want to be really successful as a day trader, don't get too caught up in long-term bias. Just come in every day and trade what you see. Alright, give me a moment and let me bring up the key levels to watch today. Alright, here we are with the key levels of the day. On the resistance side, we have 414 to the 415 area as the jack resistance. Then we have queen resistance at 416 to the 417 area, and then king resistance 418 to the 423 area. On the support side, we have jack support at 413 to 412, queen support at 411 to the 410 area, and then king support 409 to the 407 area. The main thesis for today is bearish, closing below the 415.74 area with a projected target low of between 411 and 407. The alternate thesis is bullish, closing above the 415.74 with a projected target high of between 418 and 423. Order flow and internals are still spotty. Stocks are all over the place with super wide bid-ask ranges before the opening, so cash open could be all over the place. Today is one of those days where you want to be patient and let things play out maybe the first 20-30 minutes or so before getting involved. The current channel we are in is main channel is between 397 and 416. The next major channel up is 416 to 425. The next minor channel is 414 to 425. And the channel below is 414 all the way down to 404. Let me set up the scenarios of the day. Alright, our first scenario could be our expanded range day structure. The blue line represents the previous close. We could look to set a decision area low boundary around the jack or queen support area before starting to rally for a portion of the day. And that rally should take us back above the previous close, making this the expanded range day structure. We'll see it's possible to happen early or it's possible to happen late. So we could get this scenario to kind of play out as well today, where we get that pop early and head back down. And this would resemble more so the trend day down, but this is what we're looking at as far as range day type structures today. So be prepared for that either early or late, but crossing that, if it is that expanded range day structure, crossing that previous close. All right, that's scenario number one. Let's move on to scenario number two. All right, our next structure is our trend day down structure. We open gap down, which means we're open below the previous close represented by the blue line. And we start off at the cash open with a rally back toward that previous close. However, we find resistance on or before that previous close, then begin the downtrend for the morning. We find midday chop around either the possible queen or king support area and chop through the lunchtime hour. What'll be interesting to see today with this being, or if this is a trend day, is how big or how we rally going into the close. That's our trend day down scenario. And let me bring up the last scenario for today. All right. Our last scenario is the rounded reversal day type structure. We could get a continued push higher toward the jack or queen resistance area and find midday chop around either that queen or king resistance area before spending the same energy we used going up to come back down the second half of the day. What I want to warn with this, we have a very strong possibility of the vice versa scenario. And the vice versa scenario would be us pushing down toward the jack or queen support area first, finding our midday chop around either the queen or king support area, and then the second half of the day going back up with the same energy we came down with the first part of the day. So those are the scenarios. I hope this helps. Right now, like I said, I know I said don't get caught up in, the long-term biases, but try to come in each day and trade what you see. Now, that's not to say not to look forward, but you kind of keep it in the back of your mind as where things are kind of progressing to. But don't let it hamper you so much that you miss moves that are happening right now. Just to say, like a couple days ago, everyone knows that I am biased. I am squarely bearish in my bias when it comes toward the market and the future of the market. But I don't let that bearishness take over my thought process enough that I can't take advantage of rallies by selling some bull put spreads here and there or call debit spreads when I see those rallies coming. So you have to be in the here and now. please, as always, get a great understanding of what you risk with each position. It is supremely important as a trader to understand risk. It keeps you in the game. Just knowing and understanding risk and knowing what to risk. So as always, wishing you a positive trading day. Have a great one.